Early one this morning. Can't beat a Mackie D's, can you? So at the airport now, ready to fly home. Got up this morning at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. Not gonna lie, since the bandage has been taken off, very tender around the back. Did have trouble sleeping. Probably only got about 4 hours sleep last night. Got a couple of hours, woke up. I'm not doing very well with this sleeping arrangement, sitting up. Got to sit at 45 angle. So what I would say is, and I was thinking about doing this before I got this done, was practicing, because I like to sleep on my side. So sleeping upright, I feel like I'm getting pins and needles in my legs. Don't know why, but that's not helping. So got my window seat on the plane, so I'm happy about that. Got to be careful now, be very, very careful. You can see today there's some scabbing, little crustaceans as they say, so I've got my spray my head every couple of hours to help with that. The back is all right. It's tender. And let me get one thing straight as well, because I was saying, oh, I'm in agony. Bit of a drama queen, I have to say, over the last couple of videos. And then I tell you in the next breath, yeah, it's not too bad. Listen, it's sore. It's still sore now. If you raise your eyebrows, it's sore there. I've got swelling there. Try and keep your head tilted back so that all that don't go into your face. It's not agony. There's been no point of this. Have I been in excruciating agony? Might have said it, but that was just said in the spur of the moment, under probably the medication. That's all starting to wear off a little bit now. It is tender. It is sore. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be at the moment. It's to be expected. I don't know what that looks like. I don't even know if you can see that then. You get some mats to put on the pillows and things for any seepage. I saw that in the other video if you watched the one before this. Seepage. Got a bit of that last night. But it's seepage. It's more because I'm leaning against something. So you have a neck pillow, but your head still tends to touch something in that sense to trigger off the back. Just got to make sure I don't touch any of this. Can't wash it today. This is a no wash day, so I'll do my first wash tomorrow. But yeah, it's looking. I'm not 100% sure what it's supposed to look like. Probably that, from what we've gone through. I'm still rocking the skinhead. I do quite like the skinhead look. So, as I say, backup plan. Don't like to have a backup plan, but if I needed a backup plan, that'll be the backup plan. Just waiting for my table service to come and be delivered to me here in the airport at Istanbul. I'm not the only one. I've had a few people walking past, little nods, little knowing nods, done the same sort of thing. One guy, he looked in a lot of discomfort actually. And neck pillow on, he still had all the bandages on, so I reckon he's only just had it done, bless him. But like I say, I'll give you a quick update when I get home. That's just gotta watch what I'm doing and make sure that nothing bad happens. But yeah, again, if you're thinking of doing this, short-term uncomfort for long-term gain, you just got to make sure that you look at. That ain't the best. That ain't the best thing to be eating. You have to eat right. You have to put good things inside you. I'm having this now because I've got to have the antibiotics. I just need to keep it easy. So why not keep the energy levels going? And then when I get home, I'm going to be on a bit of a health kick. I've got a personal trainer sorted for in December. So Marky Mark is going to hit 2024, hopefully with a bit of hair starting to grow and a bit of a fitter body. So this will be part one of day, where are we? That was one, that was two, three, day three. So just to, because you're here for the hair, aren't you? You're not here for me gabbing on. But yeah, just telling you what's going on. It's been good. It's been good. Come to Turkey, not seen a thing, and now I'm going home. But job done, mission accomplished. So I'll catch you in a bit. Day 4. So if you've been following my last videos, I'm talking about my hair transplant that I went to Turkey and had done.
and I'm on day 4 now. After I classed day 1 as the operation day. So I flew out last Sunday. It's now Thursday today. I had it done on the Monday. I had my first wash on the Tuesday. I flew home yesterday. So the first part of this might have been me talking. Well, it will have been me talking at the airport. I was going to check in with you when I got back, but I'll be quite honest with you, I didn't. There's nothing really to check in at. Right now, we're on day 4. And people that don't know me, my forehead is very, very swollen. I'm trying to keep my head back. It's going to go into my face, puffy eyes, puffy nose. It's all part and parcel of the process. But they say try and keep your head tilted back as much as possible. So day 4 now. Obviously, I've been living with this a few days. I've said before as well. You know, it's agony. It's never been agony. It's never been agony. If I have said that, I'm being a drama queen. It's been sore right here, right now. You know, it's been done. You know, it feels. You do stuff like that, you can feel it. You can feel it, but the pain threshold, the way it was done, was very, very professional. You know, anybody that's worried about potentially going abroad to do something like this, you've got to do your homework. You've got to make sure that they're going to take care of you. You know, cheapest isn't the best. I didn't go cheapest, that's for sure. But I was happy when I spoke to the doctor in person, and we did the consultation and everything, that he was the right man for the job. If I'm quite honest with you, the way he went through things, the way he explained things, got plenty of experience, plenty of knowledge as well. You know, I've done a lot of homework into this because it's very important, and obviously we've only got one head. So I wanted to make sure I was working with the right people. And if I didn't feel comfortable, I would have paid for the consultation and everything, but I would have left. You know, no two words. I wasn't going to go through it just because of the sake of going through it. But I felt very comfortable. I felt very, very happy in the way it was designed and everything. And obviously, I'll put me down a minute just to show you that. The back of the head is still tender and raw, but it's not. It's just scabs, I think, now. So today is my first wash that I've got to do. So I've got a cream that I have to put on my transplanted area and then leave for an hour. Now, there's lots of different videos and stuff where people are patting it with 2 fingers, 3 fingers and all of that. And I spoke to them about patting it, and they said, don't pat it. Just put the cream on. It doesn't have to be like a bundle of it. A nice thin layer, squirt it all over. Put the cream on and just sit and let the cream do its job, and then rinse it off without touching your head at all with lukewarm water, not high pressure shower or anything. Our showers in my house are quite high pressured, so we're going to do it the old styly way with a jug of water, how my mum used to wash my hair when I was a kid. Or she had one of those shower heads that used to plug into the tap, and they would always pop off, wouldn't they, and water would go everywhere. But we ain't got one of those. So we just use the jug, and it just might take a bit of time to do so. But basically, yeah, no patting or nothing like that. So everybody has their own different things. You see a lot of people wearing headbands. When they took the bandages off on day 2, I was asking, do I need a headband? And they said, no, better off just letting the swelling do its thing naturally, rather than trying to keep it all at the top of your head and keeping the pressure on your grafts and stuff. So there's a lot of different things and a lot of different ways of doing things. A lot of doctors will say, you know, their preferred choice of doing things, what works for them. I'm actually quite happy at the moment. I don't think it looks too scabby and too bad. I think the healing's going well. I have got my spray. I'm going to say it wrong. Sirloin spray. It's not sirloin. So, I'll put it in the description what it is. But all I do is every hour, I do that. Oh, that feels lovely. That feels lovely, that does. Now, a few tips and tricks that I'm starting to learn along the way. I'm going to try and actually add a bit of value to everybody who watches this rather than just rambling on. I struggled the first few nights to sleep. Sat upright. You've got to sit at a 45 angle degree. You want to have your head back, so let the swelling do its thing. Obviously, you want as much of your head to not touch stuff as possible. Now, the neck pillow's obviously there. Of course, it goes to the line, so it is a little bit tender where they've taken some of the grafts. I struggled in the hotel. It was a very hard bed. I could never really get truly comfortable. I never really slept properly. I've got an Aura ring, so I can track my sleep in. I was getting about 3.5 hours sleep. You know, after 2 nights, my sleep deprivation, for want of a better word, I can't say it, I was about 12 hours in debt of sleep. So when I got home yesterday, which is why I didn't do a video yesterday, I went to bed. And I had about 2 hours, 3 hours sleep. Then I got up, and then I went to bed last night at 10 o'clock, and I didn't wake up again until, well, the alarm went off actually. My wife's alarm went off, and it's just nice to be home and back in my own bed. I can sleep now. I woke up a couple of times. Now then. And the other thing is, when you're asleep, your hands and your natural reactions are still... So I did touch this last night. I didn't touch it heavily, but I did feel myself touch it. So what I do is I put my hands now under the duvet. I have the duvet there. So I can feel if I'm going to raise a hand, and it almost like wakes you up a little bit and you're a bit more alert to it. So it's like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? So what I tended to do is if I had a bit of an itch or anything, and it's not that itchy, but you can feel it. I just check the clock. Obviously, if it's been within it, I just a couple of squirts, soothes it, go back to sleep. So just be mindful that you don't want to be doing that in your sleep. So that was something. But I have had a good night's sleep now. I feel a lot better for it. Try and keep my head back a bit. And yeah, you just got to chill out and relax now. So I've really got, the first 2 weeks are the most critical. You can't go out in the rain, obviously. You can't put a hat on for 4 weeks. You can't get a haircut or anything like that for at least 4 weeks. You can't have a buzz cut on the transplanted area for 12 months. So it has to be cut on the top, but with scissors. I'm not really worried about anything like that at the moment. I just want to get through these next few days without banging my head or anything. So the aeroplane was good. I had my window seat. I didn't drink too much either in the morning. So I had a couple of drinks, went to the toilet a few times before I went onto the plane, because I thought once I'm sat down on the plane, I'm not moving. Less risk, less things that can go wrong. So I sat on the plane, got the iPad in front of me, watched a good movie or two, and I didn't move until it was time to get off the plane. And then I was met by my lovely wife, and of course brought home, very careful getting in and out of the car. And really now I'm just trying to, I've got a 3-story house, so our ensuite bathroom has a bit of a pitch to it, which I'm just super slow, super careful, don't want to make any mistakes or anything. But let's just say in general, it feels all right. It feels all right. A lot of people have been very, very generous, have been very, very kind and generous, I can't even say it. Forget it. I'm not editing these either, so they are what you see. Generous. Get your words out, Mark. With the comments, a lot of people have said, what's the pain threshold in a scale of 1 to 10? I prefer a 1 to 5 if I'm quite honest with you, because 1 to 10 is a big scale. But I would say the pain threshold for the whole thing, bar them putting in the anaesthetic, which stings a bit, that's probably like a 4 or 5. It's just uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable, but it's as quick as it's done, it's gone. So you can say it's uncomfortable for, it feels like eternity, but it's really a couple of minutes while they're doing that. And a bit of pain, which you say pain, as I say, when they're doing it. It wasn't anything that made me want to scream, shout or cry. Not at that time anyway. I'd say about 3 or 4 if I'm quite honest with you. Yeah, nothing to worry about whatsoever. If you're worried about pain and things, this isn't one of those. I've stubbed my toe and it's hurt more than this, so it's nothing to worry about then. I also see a lot of comments from people, I'm thinking about doing it, or I've done it. A lot of people have actually reached out to me now that I didn't even have a clue that I'd had this done. You know, people are very private, which is fair enough. I've been quite open about this, only because I figured I can't really hide it. At the end of the day, I had such a mass of hair missing that I've just got to go with the flow. But yeah, a lot of people have had it done, and it's not such a big deal anymore. I'm a bit more old school. So, growing up, I need a little scratch there. Growing up and everything, I maybe, we grin and bear it, go fight through pain and stuff like that. Pull your socks up, don't talk about your emotions and things. Forget about all of that now. If you're not happy about something, see if you can get it sorted. And that's all I've done, realistically. I've just seen a few people that I know getting it done, thought, wow, that looks really, really good. I wonder if I can do it. And that's why I've gone and done it. So, as I say, today I've got the first clean. I've got to put the, that was a bit close. I've got to put the tender, it's tender. Put the cream on, leave it for an hour, rinse that off. Then I've got to put the soap on. Now the soap can be put onto your hand, and that is the dabber. That can be dabbed on with your hand. I'm not going to dab it first few times. I'm going to put it on a sponge, as they say. Put water in the sponge, soak it up, and I'm going to pour the sponge over my head and probably get a load of soap in my eyes. But hey ho, no pain, no gain. And then rinse that off. And that's what you do for the next few days. And I just do that, rinse and repeat now every single day until all the scabbing's gone. So we will be doing that potentially for a couple of weeks. But hopefully in a couple of weeks the scabbing will have gone. And then we'll see what's going to happen here. As I said, I've said this from the beginning here. The doctor did say to me that my follicles were shorter than normal. As I said, I don't really know what normal is, but he knows what he's looking at. He says that's not the best. So that's not what you want to hear, if I'm quite honest with you, when you've just gone through all of this. So I am optimistic with how this is going to turn out. I actually really like my skinhead look. I really like it, actually. So as long as there is some hair there that gives off that sort of, 0.5 or 1 buzz cut thing, when I can do it, I'm quite happy with that. I always have my hair short anyway. And like I say, let's see what happens. I'll keep you all posted. I don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm positive. It's going to be good. But again, I just don't know. I've always had thin hair. When they put a microscopic camera on, and you can see the gaps between your hair follicles on your head, and he said to me it's not as dense as we would have liked it to be. It can still work, but I've got fine hair, and that's why I've always said it myself. I've got fine hair, and that's why it looks like I have got fine hair. So we're on day 4. I'm going to take a few pictures. I'm going to take a picture every day. Just to keep a record and a diary of it. Obviously, there ain't going to be a great deal to report. If I wake up tomorrow and I look like, then I'll report anything that majorly happens. If I wash my hair and stuff and it all goes wrong, I'll let you know about that. And if I have any hints or tips or tricks or anything that I think, maybe I should let people know, then I'll keep updating people. But I will do the odd video here or there on this. I don't want to bore everybody by just rambling on and doing a video here, there or everywhere about, not much that's going on. But I'm just at the moment keeping going with the medication. So I've got the aspirin, I've got the antibiotics. I had actually my last painkiller last night just to get a good night's sleep, and I feel so much better for it. I'm drinking plenty of water, got the water on the go. Finasteride, I take that as well, so I don't stop taking that. That's something that take forever. Now that was a good point. I had a few questions on that, side effects on that. Yeah, that was a concern. I read about all the side effects and things, and it was just like, but I thought I'll start taking that before I have this done, because if I do have side effects and I can't take that, then obviously, that can be there to help reduce hair loss and things, to slow the process of it all down and to help thicken up your hair a bit. It actually has helped my hair. My hair has looked thicker. People have said, well, what have you done to your hair? And I haven't really done anything apart from take finasteride. I had no side effects. I've not had any problems, trust me, when it comes to being a man and everything. It can give you some side effects in that department, in the downstairs department, but I've not had a problem there. In any way, shape or form. There's also the risk of it getting your moods down, maybe a bit depressed and things. I've not really noticed anything like that either. So obviously they've got to put them all out there, the risks and you know what can, so to speak, go wrong, or the side effects. But luckily for me, nothing. So what I would say again, let's be sensible about this. Let's just not jump in and think and hope for the best. You know, get some of that. You can get it on prescription online, or you can try and get it from your local doctor. My doctor wouldn't give it to me because they were saying it wasn't a medical thing, so I've had to do it online myself through Lloyd's. And I thought I'll start taking it and test it and see, because if you do go on it and it doesn't work for you, you need to look at something else, don't you? But it should help with all of this. But yeah, so right now, how am I feeling? I know it's been done. You know, raise my eyebrows. I know it's been done. It can be sore. It can be. There's a point as well at the back here that no matter what they did with the, no matter what they did, whether they put the anaesthetic or whatever there, I just could not feel a sting. And I can still feel a bit of a sting there now. It's not a constant sting. It's only when you move your face and things, but I think that's a lot due to the swelling. So really, you just need to give yourself time now and get on with it. So I've rambled on a bit here, and I hope I've added some value. And now I'm going to chill out. I'm going to read the rest of my book. So make sure you get a good book. This is a good book. Be useful. Arnold Schwarzenegger, big Arnie fan. So I've been enjoying reading that. My phone's in there actually, which is why it looked like a big block. I'm going to go and watch a movie. I don't watch many movies, but the kids are going to be on half term next week as well. So my youngest, he likes a good film, so we're going to sit and watch a few films, and I'm just going to take it easy. Do a little bit of work, but keep an eye on things. But yeah, take it easy, and let's see what happens. As I say, I'll keep you all updated, but I'd like to say as well, thank you to everybody for your kind comments. Thank you to everybody for a bit of banter as well. Love a bit of banter, you know, by all means. Doesn't bother me one little bit. If this upsets anybody or anything, it's not meant to do that. It's just there realistically to help others do the same thing. I like to get out there. I like to help people, whether it's property investing, building businesses, hair transplants. You know, if I'm going through something and it can help somebody else to maybe make that decision, then that's what it's all about for me. So it's good. So again, I'll keep you all updated. Feel free to reach out to me on social media. You know, Mark Fitzgerald Entrepreneur with the tick on Instagram. If you want to DM me or anything, or Mark Fitzgerald on Facebook, just look for the shiny face, smiley face, and a big forehead. That I'm going to have to change my profile picture soon, aren't I? But I'm more than happy to answer any questions and things. A few people have said, where do I get it done and stuff? Hey, let me get through the healing process. I don't want to recommend anywhere that potentially I haven't got the results that I wanted from, but I'm more than happy privately to just let you know, so you can reach out to them. But I was impressed. The doctor, the hair surgeon, you know, he was good. His team were really good. They were very thorough in what they were doing. You know, when I had to wash, they thoroughly inspected it. As I say, when I had to wash, they noticed a couple of the follicles had started to push up. So they got in there, and I think that's where you can see that dark scabbing and that scab there. I think that's where the follicles were not having it. So they pushed them back down. Sounds worse than it is. I didn't feel a thing at the time. And I said to my translator, I had a translator the whole time, is that normal? And they said, it happens. You know, what's normal and what's not normal, but it happens, but we're straight on it. And they were straight on it. They didn't mess about. They got straight on it and sorted it out. So happy days. So yeah, let's take it from there, and I shall speak to you very soon. You take care, and bye for now.